Russia accuses US NATO for terror financing.
Website promoting Vietnamese tourism ranked top in the region.
Increasing input costs a challenge for export enterprises.
You're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Ha Zhang, your host. Russia's top investigative body announced that it has launched a criminal probe into senior officials in the United States and NATO member countries who are suspected of financing terrorism.
Russia's investigative committee said it has established that money from commercial organizations had been used to eliminate prominent political and public figures inside and outside Russia in recent years, as well as to inflict economic damage against the country. While the investigative committee did not specify which terrorist attacks its suspects were funded by Western organizations, the announcement comes as top Russian officials double down on claims that Ukraine and the West were involved in the deadly Crocus City Hall attack last month. The top law enforcement body named the Ukrainian energy company Burisma Holdings as one of the implicated organizations. US President Joe Biden's son Hunter Biden served as a member of Burisma's board of directors between 2014 and 2019.
US President Joe Biden and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida on Wednesday unveiled plans for military cooperation and projects ranging from missiles to moon landings, strengthening their alliance with an eye on countering China and Russia.
According to the joint statement signed between the two leaders, the US-Japan relationship is a global partnership committed to working together in all fields to solve increasingly complex challenges and promote a free and open international order based on the rule of law. The two sides emphasized that the core of the global partnership is close cooperation on defense and security, strengthening the deterrence and response capabilities of the US-Japan alliance, which is the foundation of peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region. The two sides agreed to strengthen cooperation in all fields such as economic security, research and development of advanced technologies such as semiconductors, artificial intelligence, quantum and supply chains, expanding cooperation in the field of space.
Within the framework of the VITM 2024 International Tourism Fair taking place in Hanoi on April the 11th, 4 provinces of Ninh Bình, Thanh Hóa, Nghệ An, Hà Tĩnh coordinated to organize a tourism promotion conference with a theme, One Journey, Many Experiences.
At the conference, 4 localities introduced and promoted the image of destinations, markets, new tourism products, services and typical tourism events in 2024 to attract tourists to their destinations, building the tourism image of 4 localities through linking into one journey, many experiences, promoting cooperation and joint promotion activities, building the market, and introducing the 2024 tourism stimulus program to northern provinces and cities. The Tourism Promotion and Promotion Conference with the theme, One Journey, Many Experiences, creates opportunities for tourism businesses in 4 localities to meet tourism partners throughout the country.
Coming up next are some updated news.
According to the March rankings of global website evaluation site SimilarWeb, the ranking of Vietnam tourism promotion websites of the National Tourism Administration is ranked top in the region. The website Vietnam.travel ranked 3 in the world, surpassing other tourism promotion websites in Southeast Asia such as Thailand, ranked 132.676, Philippines, ranked 136.108, Malaysia, ranked 808.295, and only behind Singapore, ranked 881.886. The positive ranking results of the Vietnam.travel homepage reflect the positive effectiveness in implementing Vietnamese tourism marketing abroad on the digital platform of the Vietnam National Tourism Administration, contributing to the results in attracting international visitors to Vietnam in recent times.
Ho Chi Minh City Television Cup, Tôn Đông Á 2024, continues to compete in the 8th stage with a length of 150 km from Sầm Sơn City, Thanh Hóa to Vinh City, Nghệ An. This is also the opening race of a series of 3 consecutive races with the longest competition distance in the tournament. In Sprint 1, 59.5 km in Nghi Town, Thanh Hóa, Los Distraf finished first ahead of competitors such as Phạm Lê Xuân Lộc, Nguyễn Trúc Sinh, Nguyễn Tấn Vũ. And in Sprint 2, 104 km in the district Diễn Châu, Nghệ An, Nguyễn Trúc Sinh was the first to cross the finish line. However, with a quick sprint a few kilometers from the finish line in Vinh City, racing team SIG2 Euro Total Vĩnh Long and SIG2 Euro Vĩnh Long Agriculture created favorable conditions for riders Michael Rain and Martin Las to pass. With Martin Las' convincing sprint performance, the Vĩnh Long team won the second stage.
The Authority of Broadcasting and Electronic Information today issued a document requesting Netflix company to stop advertising and publishing unlicensed video games. Through reviewing and checking online services, the Authority of Broadcasting and Electronic Information under the Ministry of Information and Communications discovered that Netflix company was advertising unlicensed video games on the Netflix application to Vietnamese players and video games on App Store Vietnam and Google Play Store Vietnam without being licensed to operate in Vietnam. In case Netflix company does not comply with the above requirements, the Ministry of Information and Communications will coordinate with relevant state management agencies to handle it according to Vietnamese law.
Moving on to the today's story. In the first 3 months of this year, Nghệ An's total export volume increased by nearly 22% compared to the same period last year. These are considered positive signs. However, difficulties and challenges for export businesses still exist, especially when input costs increase.
As a unit specializing in manufacturing and supplying high-quality wood and furniture products for the domestic and export markets, Gervan Wood Company Limited must import up to 80% of input materials from the European market and some other Asian countries. Meanwhile, due to the complexity of the world situation, raw material prices have increased, making business difficult.
In recent times, due to the influence of foreign currency exchange rates, especially the dollar compared to the Vietnamese dong, and tensions in the Red Sea have led to a large increase in costs for sea freight as well as surcharge. This increases production costs and product prices, causing difficulties for businesses.
As a unit specializing in manufacturing and supplying high-quality wood and furniture products for the domestic and export markets, Gervan Wood Company Limited must import up to 80% of input material.
We export through Cua Lo Port. The ship's tonnage is very small, about 20,000 tons, while our needs can be up to 40 to 50,000 tons. Meanwhile, the scale of the road system is still small and not spacious enough to transport goods to the seaport.
In the general picture of export activities in the first 3 months of 2024 of Nghệ An Enterprises, there are many products with good growth, such as electronic equipment and components increased by 63.3%, textiles and garments increased by 12.5%, corrugated iron and steel of all kinds increased by 87.6%, electric wires and cables increased by 112.5%, superfine white limestone powder increased by 20.3%. However, the current problem for export businesses is not a lack of orders but how to balance production costs and profits, requiring businesses to have adaptive solutions.
We increase labor productivity to lower product prices and reduce production costs. Besides, we invest in modern equipment and new technology to reduce labor and create productivity.
According to information from export businesses, the price of input materials has increased by 10 to 15%, while shipping costs have increased by more than 15%. Meanwhile, the cost of exported products only increased slightly by 5 to 7%, and many products could not even increase due to signed contracts. This reality causes businesses to face more challenges.
It's time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.